This forecast is powered by Comfort Now, comprehensive heating and cooling solutions for Atlantic and Cape May counties.
I want to kick things off by taking a look on our Glen Insurance cam overlooking the inlet in Brigantine over into Atlantic City. And I grew up looking at this scene almost every single day. I loved going back to Brigantine. We had a few high clouds out there, and I think the high clouds are going to be the mainstay going into your Saturday. But look at how calm and tranquil it was out there. But you can tell, yeah, it's pretty darn cold. 38 our official high temperature at the airport in Egg Harbor Township, 11-degree dew point, no precipitation today, and winds have calmed down to about 7 miles an hour out of the north. 28 right now in Philadelphia, 29 for Atlantic City, 30 in the nation's capital, 26 out in Pittsburgh, and 19 degrees in Erie. You see the light blue, you see the pink and purple on the map. This is still going to continue to settle down into our region. We are looking at a very cold overnight period. Closer to home, you'll see the temperatures are well below 30 degrees. 26 in Mays Landing, 27 up in Hamilton and Woodland Township, 28 in Cherry Hill, and the warm spot, there I found it. It's usually Cape May County, but right now Salem coming in at 30 degrees. Winds, yeah, it's a little bit breezy out there in places, 10 to 15 mile an hour winds generally across the area, but we will see everything kind of subside overnight. We have clear skies. We have not much in terms of a wind. We have very low humidity, so that means, yes, it is going to get rather cold overnight. Winds will not be an issue going into tomorrow. Very light, maybe 5 miles an hour. It's going to be a pretty pleasant day, but we will have the higher clouds moving in. 16 tonight, I think in the low-lying section of South Jersey, you could get down to maybe 12 degrees. Tranquil night ahead. A great night to bundle up and go out and like Christmas carol, or I love to go down to Cape May and drive through all the little streets and look at all the beautiful Victorian homes decorated for Christmas. That sounds like something fun. 39 for your Saturday, partly cloudy skies. Those clouds will increase, and they're high up in the atmosphere. It's just indicative of warm air advection that usually happens on the leading edge of warmer air, and we are certainly going to be warmer on your Sunday as we top out around 48 degrees. Overall, a very pleasant day. Now, we talked about temperatures at around 3:30 this afternoon. I want to talk snowfall by decade. A lot of you, every time I talk about snow, and it doesn't matter what year it is, but if we don't pick up a certain amount in December, it's automatically, oh, it doesn't snow as much as it used to. Back in my day, there were drifts all over the place. But my question is, really? I mean, there are a couple years that do stand out, like 1996, 1978 had a good winter that year. But generally, we've had more snow over the past 2 decades. If you take the biggest events of the past 70 years and you look at those, all right, and you map them all out, we have had more snow combining what has been seen since the year 2000 than all of the big events from before 2000 up until about 1950. Wrap your head around that. Clearly, we are in the snowiest decade. That 2009-10 winter really put the icing on the cake at over 58 inches of snow. 268 inches for the decade, and I think that's where we're going to stop things. I'm not anticipating any more measurable snow for this decade, but we'll see if that continues over into 2020. The 1960s had some very good years, and that comes in at a solid number 2. Now, as our climate continues to warm a little bit, the oceans are certainly warmer than where they were 20 years ago. Through evaporation, you have more moisture in the air. That gets pumped up into the atmosphere, and we are seeing more wet events, more moisture-rich storms developing. That equates to more rain and more snow. It's all about timing and track of the storms. So do not go saying, oh, winter's not happening this year, we're not getting any snow, it doesn't snow anymore, when that is not the truth at all. It's snowing more now. We just got to get the precipitation to line up with the cold air to come in at the same time, and that's when we see things play out. So, winter weather lovers, have hope. All right, I think going into January, things will change in a better direction. 53, certainly not conducive for snow next week. We're calm and tranquil going into Christmas Day. No organized storm systems, that's good. Getting to grandma's house, you'll be A-okay. And then next week, towards the end of it, back down into the 40s. Have yourselves a great night.